So now for the digestive system of the squid. And to show you the digestive system of the squid, we need to get into the internal anatomy. And so let me show you how we're going to do that. So I've got a squid here, okay, and you can tell by the pen tip that this is the anterior surface and the fin. So we're going to flip it around to the posterior surface where we see the siphon, and that's where we're going to slip some scissors. Oops, let me get that out of shadow. We're going to slip some scissors right up under the mantle, right, to the mantle cavity, and we're just going to make an incision all up the mantle, cutting the mantle cavity, cutting the mantle open, opening up to the mantle cavity, and that'll help us see the internal anatomy. So that's been done on this squid. Let me cover this guy up with a towel. So that's been done already on this squid. So again, we can see the siphon. Okay, the mantle's been cut away with, on the ventral end of the squid, the arms and tentacles. Okay, and now we're looking inside of the mantle cavity and where the gills are prevalent. And then we can see some visceral structures, and we're going to talk about those system by system, starting right now with the digestive system. Actually, one more thing before we start about the body cavity, and that's this guy right here, sticking up out of the mantle, this little slit in the mantle cavity, this kind of hard chitinous structure. That is called the pen, and what it is actually just a non-mineralized shell. So this is actually homologous with all other mollusks' shells, the pen, and it's going to run the whole length of the mantle. Okay, so let's have a look at the digestive system. So starting with the mouth on the ventral surface, okay, at the base of all of the arms and the two tentacles, okay, so the opening itself has been dissected to show, to expose this, again, chitinous beak. Looks like a parrot's beak, okay, except it's made of chitin. It's made of very different material. They're this bulbous structure with strong muscular structures controlling it. Okay, perfect. And so that's at the entrance to the mouth, so the esophagus would come up through this head structure, okay, under these viscera. We can roll over. This piece of viscera here is actually a reproductive organ. We can roll that over to see this organ right here, the stomach. There's the stomach, okay? And so proceeding dorsally, okay, underneath this yellow, kind of golden yellow with all these little shiny globbies on it, those are eggs. This is ovary. Underneath the ovary, that is, I should say, anterior to the ovary, is this lighter structure, and that's the cecum. Okay, that's also a digestive structure. And so then material would come back down the intestine, which is behind these viscera and not visible here. Okay, we can pick up the intestine again right here, coming down. This is the rectum, and then the anus is going to empty at the opening of the siphon, and so fecal material is actually going to leave through the siphon along with excurrent water. That's the digestive system.